So to align the blot pads with the tweezers, we go to options and we start with place new grid. Place new grid brings the plunging rod down, and we take the tweezers and we mount an empty pair of tweezers, but the tweezers need to be in the first lock position, and we mount these on the Vitrobot. And then we have to set a certain blot time, so let's say 10 seconds, doesn't matter that much because we're going to open the door and that will pause the whole process. But what is important is that when we select blot force, we now go to the lowest force we can get, so we can go to -25, and it gives us the largest separation between the two blot pads when it blots. And that is needed to accurately see whether or not the tweezers are aligned in the center. If you would use a higher blot force, the blot pads will be very close to the tweezers, and then they're basically always touching and you cannot align the tweezers properly. So after you've set blot force -25, you press continue. You'll see that the tweezers are now brought into the humidifying chamber. We press ethane container. So it now brings the ethane container up, which we don't use now since we're aligning the tweezers. And then we don't say place new grid, we say start process. The tweezers come down for the application, we don't apply anything, we just press continue. The tweezers come up and it will now blot, and then we have to open the door. Don't forget to open the door because otherwise the process is not stopped. This is why we have put 10 seconds there, that we have 10 seconds time to open the door. Now the process is paused, and now we can start aligning the tweezers in between the blot pads. So now we have to make sure that we align the tip of these tweezers in between the two blot pads. We have a right blot pad and a left blot pad and a pair of tweezers. You might notice now that the tweezers are very close to the right blot pad. And by using this tool here, this alignment tool, we can now move the entire mechanism to the left and to the right. So this alignment tool, basically this one sticks until here, like so, and we can now turn the mechanism to the left or to the right. You can now see that now the tweezers are touching the right pad and now they're touching the left. And your aim is to really look in between and make sure that they're nicely centered, like so. And when they're properly aligned in the center, you know for certain that when you change the blot force, the grid is reproducibly blot. Now that the tweezers are aligned between the two blot pads, we can continue. And we do that simply by closing the door again, and then the process will continue and we will get the tweezers back.